Well, we're still waiting on the crane. He's running late. So we'll go check on a few other things while we wait. See where these... I called him. I don't know where he's at. He's supposed to be here at 8. It's 8:35. We'll go take a look at the sidewalk replacement here. So we looked at this one probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I heard back yesterday that we got approval to do this. So I wanted to get my eyes on it one more time. Crazy how when you look at so many things throughout the days, you know, I totally remember being here, obviously, but you know, just want to look at some of the details and make sure, you know, I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. I did a pretty good job of looking over everything. There's going to be some railings to replace and a lot of this sidewalk. So we're going to start here in the back, and you can see how badly destroyed all this sidewalk is. To break all this up, I mean, this stuff should break up pretty easily. It's pretty much halfway gone. These stairs are so these are cool because we're just going to cut these off and we'll take them to the shop and we'll make templates. Probably all of this back here will be done by hand all the way to the steps here, just because these trees are gonna stop us from reaching in here with the skid steer. Honestly, that's one thing I didn't look at real closely, was the access. So even right here is pretty tight. We'll get as much as we can with the skid steer. Got to get all these all the way up to here. We're doing all this here. These will get replaced. It's probably going to be like 2 phases. We're going to do we'll do this back first, and then we'll probably break it, do the back all the way to like right here and here. We'll break that up. That'll be phase 1. This right here will be phase 2. So all this railing here, and then I don't remember if we had this part included. It's pretty bad, but we'll probably do it if we're already here doing it. So I think we'll break it up into two big pours. That's what we're waiting on right there. They were supposed to be here at 8. They're supposed to be on the job at 8. I'm like, where are you guys at? Got a blower here. This one, the box is worn out on the bottom. Needs a new cutting edge put on. Well, it's got the cutting edge, but it won't stay on that one because the bolts, they wore out. So there's the new one there. So we got a little shop stuff to do. Little odds and ends. We've got the stairs on the Manitou over here. Those are for 86 Mammoth slopes. Those are pretty much ready to go and be welded up, put all together. Got the stringers done. We've got Willie Harder's project laying over here in pieces. I don't know what this one's for. Maybe that's Willie's. Yeah, I think it is. Bunch of little miscellaneous projects here at the shop, and then at some point we're gonna have to take that breaker inside and fix the backboard on it. Right now I'm just waiting on Brent and Zach so they can hurry up and get up there with the crane. Those guys are waiting for their block. This one here is a meter protector project. Okay. Let's see, I remember these. So we're gonna look and see. It's gonna be kind of a custom build here. For these guys. It's all that covered up too, huh? Well, here's the first bank of meters here. So what are we gonna do for the concrete? We're gonna attach straight to the slab, or?
On the other ones we are. This one I was gonna let them fill in the concrete and just put footings.
So yeah, on this one here, we gotta attach right here. So we're gonna wanna take off 2 laps of that siding, bolt straight through, and then the top piece, we can rip that down to whatever that is, and it'll overlap back over the top of our meter protector that bolts right to the framing right there. Pretty sure there's a rim board that goes around that for the floor system, and we can just lag right to that. There'll be lots of framing there to grab onto. Okay, we got that out. Got them their pricing. I mean, I can already tell. I've watched that job for the last 3 or 4 years, and it's literally taking them 3 or 4 years to get it done, and the quality is not the best. The layout of the air conditioners and all that stuff was a terrible design for the snow here, and even the meters themselves. So there's like 1 of 2 ways you could have went there, which was basically like build a cover for everything that's against the side of the building, which would be like $20,000 or more. And I can tell just by the looks of the site that they're on their last leg there as far as their budgets. And so what I did was just did the standard protectors that we do. They're oversized ones there, and just gave them a price for just the 2 protectors. I'm not going to try and protect all the other stuff unless they come back to me and ask for it. I'm just going to do the bare minimum, what they need to get their final inspection, and let them come back to us later if they want to build some kind of a structure that's going to cover all the rest of that stuff, because that's going to be like some engineering involved, and just a whole lot more to it, and it's going to be expensive. So I think our best bet to actually get something out of looking at that job is going to be just do the bare minimum, the 2 protectors, the standard way that we do them, throw those in, and move on to the next. Otherwise, you know, it could just turn into a lot of back and forth, and probably at the end of the day them probably not even wanting to do the job. So we went ahead and did the bid for that. It's like $5,000 for 2 of those, and we can knock those out real quick and get them installed real quick, and they can get their inspection. And if they decide later they want to do, you know, they'll probably want to go through the winter and see if those things get damaged, which it's pretty much a guarantee that they will. And then maybe they'll come back later and want to come up with something to protect, you know, everything on the side of the building there. They got electrical meter. I mean, that electrical meter and all that should have it should be fully enclosed inside of its own little, like a little closet, and it's just hanging out there on the side of the building. When the ice starts to form and starts to fall down, it's going to knock it's going to beat up the panel, knock the bubble off the panel. I could see all kinds of things going wrong there, and we're going to stay out of that. We're just going to do the meter protectors themselves and let them come back if they want to do something more grand. And if they do, we're glad to help. But I can see a lot of problems there with that job, so hopefully it's just a real quick meter protector in and out, and good luck to them. Now we're headed back to Juniper. The crane should be up there by now. It was supposed to be there at 8. That's my own crane, and I'm on a bad schedule there. Couldn't even get my own crane out there till an hour and a half late. I don't know why they were hanging around the shop for an hour, but at least they're up there, and we're gonna get up there, make sure they're on the right track. We're not gonna stay long. We have another job that we bid on quite a while ago, and price was too high. The guy wanted me to come down. I stuck to my guns on it and didn't come down, and now it's about 2 months later, and he's called me back. He wants me to go meet him on site this morning. That's usually a good sign that he's ready to pull the trigger. I know he's got permits and everything, so it'd be really nice timing for us to land it right now. So I'm gonna do everything I can to sell the job and get it done, or get it, you know, get us under contract, and you know, we'll see how it goes. We're gonna go. Actually, I've never been inside. I just, you know, he emailed me the plans. I looked at them. I came up with figures, told him what I thought it was gonna be, and that's kind of where we're at now. So now this is the next step, is going to be actually meeting on the job, seeing if I screwed up on my numbers or not, because, you know, a lot of times when you get into these, it's a remodel. It's basically an apartment complex that they're converting the garages into more living space. So we're going to look at all the things that can go wrong with this, because there's definitely going to be a lot of things that could go wrong. We've got to tie in electrical, we've got to tie in plumbing, we got to tie in drain lines. There's going to be HVAC here, so there's going to be a lot of moving parts on it. Definitely didn't want to come in too cheap. I think our number is very competitive. Obviously it is, because I'm sure he got some quotes from some other people, and he's calling us back. So after Juniper, that's where we're headed next. Let's go see how Brent and Zach, if they're getting the crane set up. We'll go over the game plan for how we're gonna lay everything out on these blocks, and then we're gonna move on and go check out this this remodel, or I should say ADU expansion project. Okay, the boys got the crane staged up. We'll go look at the game plan of what we're gonna do here. They're setting it up, getting it all level. Okay, I just talked to the guys. We got a pretty good plan. I mean, he's not real happy about it. I don't necessarily think it was necessary to do this, but we're doing it. We put 4 pallets here, probably like 10 there, and maybe another 4 over in that room, all along this wall. And then the plan is to build the floor all the way out, because this back section goes higher. So we're gonna build that floor out, leave the void where the pallets are, and that way we can stand on the floor and get the higher stuff. We can definitely get one more course, 4-foot course, and we'll see what it looks like from there. So I just talked to them. He knows what we're doing, and we're gonna get rigging on some of this stuff, swinging it. Hey. All right, well, I'll come back because I got to get over to that apartment. That was at 10 o'clock, and I am now 8 minutes from 10. So I like to be on time. Typically, I like to be on time or a little bit early for my appointments, especially when it's a prospective client. So luckily, Mammoth is a small little town, and doesn't take much to get over to where that's at. So we're gonna run down there. This is at 164 Mono. Sorry, Mono. It's Mono. It's not Mono, it's Mono. So here is the project, and this is actually one of our old snow removal clients. I just realized that after we were talking for a little bit, but this and this is going to go away. This is going to turn into one unit. We've got laundry room, we got a master bedroom over here, we got some bedrooms, kitchenette over here, like these walls, these demising walls are all coming down. We're going to cut a hole in the stem wall there, and it's going to tie in. We have to figure out this power, add a meter. Sounds like he's pretty close on everything he's doing with this plan, so he's real close to having a permit. I thought he already had one, but he doesn't quite have it yet. But this is actually part of it. This is the master area with a doorway going into there that opens up into the main living area, which will be over there. So these garage doors are going away, those two, and then these two are going away. It's going to be some windows. I believe the front door is going to go in one of these two openings. So you walk into like a living area, I think kitchen, or not really sure. I can't remember the layout exactly, but you can get the gist of it. All these walls are coming down. It's one big open area. No more garage. They're going to lose four single car garages here, but they're going to gain a nice 2-bedroom unit. It's either a 2 or a 3-bedroom. See, I don't even know that. I gotta know my stuff. But we gave him a preliminary budget, and he thought it was kind of high. And we just kind of talked that over again, and told him it wasn't high. But yeah, no, I gave him a good deal. So hopefully, and he's a really nice guy, so we're gonna get him in touch with our designer that works really well with the town, and hopefully our guy Steve can help him push through and get that permit, and that'll lock this one up. So now we're gonna move on down. Where else were we gonna go? we had to go somewhere else. That was one thing we had to look at. We got one more thing to look at. Oh well. We're gonna go back up to Juniper and see how the block work is going, the rigging and all that nonsense. And we'll talk to Greg a bit. Oh, well, while we're here, I see the boys finished all the fascia, so that's cool. Everything's done. We picked up all the trash, that's good. Not all of it, but the big pile of trash got picked up. So yeah. I like it. It's all brand new. So that's ready to be billed out. We can send a bill out for that. Call it good on there. Let's go see what's going on up here at Juniper. Before we go to Juniper, we'll go check on Mammoth Slopes. Okay. Looks like we got some railing progress. What's happening?
When you get a minute, I want you to see this.
Yeah. We got a little railing progress going on here. That's the first installment of the cable rail system there. So we're gonna paint it and put those cables in. That's gonna look nice. We got the fascia, new fascia done on both levels there, also right here. We got shorted some material from metal cells, so I just ordered that, hoping they can get that on a fairly quick turnaround. Took quite a while to get this stuff. Hopefully we're not going to have that problem with the new stuff, but these guys are working their way around with the horizontal lap, trying to finish up this side all the way so that we can move on to another section of the building. Windows are coming on the 15th. It's coming together. So they about got that wall done. They're doing the last piece on the very top. It's way up there. That's a lot of money in scaffold right there. It's probably a good $20,000 in scaffolding right there. I already had a bunch, but I had to buy some more for this job. We got Mike and Clayton are working on this railing on this back. Chad just poured this pad. This is a landing pad for the where the stairs are gonna land. That looks good.